Wig tangling is something that nobody wants to experience, even those that are lazy, that they don't even know how to take care of their wigs. So in today's video, I'll be talking about the causes of wig tangling and also tips and solution on how to put an end to it or how to prevent your wigs from tangling. So if you're interested in knowing what I want to talk about in today's video, keep watching. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So let's get right into the video. But before I even talk about the causes, what is even really wig tangling? Wig tangling is whereby you find it difficult to freely brush or comb your wigs, be it straight, coily, any type of wig that you have. Whenever you want to comb it, whenever you want to brush it, just giving you that should I say traffic bumps, hold up, you find it difficult, the comb or the brush find it difficult to enter freely into that hair. So that is what that's in a layman's definition, that is what wig or hair tangling means. So now let's talk about what causes your wig or your hair to tangle. Yes, so the first on my list is dryness. Yes, if your wig is dry, it will tangle. So that's why I always preach it. Anytime I have the opportunity on this channel, I always preach, try to don't let your wig dry. Don't let your wig dry, because dryness has a lot of disadvantages on your wigs. So tangling is one of the disadvantages. When your wig is dry, it begins to tangle, especially in the hair. I'm not saying that your hair has to be wet, but there's a way you need to moisturize your wig to prevent it from dryness, and all, which I'll talk about later. So when your wig is dry, it doesn't matter even if it's human hair, even if it's synthetic or blend hair. Once that hair is dry, there is tendency it will tangle. So the next on my list why your wig or hair tangle is product buildup. Yes, in as much as product is good to apply products on your hair, especially styling product. I'm not talking about the product for revamping. Styling product is very important. Sometimes too, when you apply it, it can make your wig tangle. Yes, or when you put too much product on it, or when you've applied too much product over and over and over, maybe leave-in conditioner, mousse, serums over and over again without revamping, doing something about it. With time, that there's tendency that wig or that hair will tangle. So the next on my list is a lack of maintenance, lack of revamping. Like this is, should I just say, this is like a self course. Yes, if this my English makes sense. When you don't brush your wigs, when you don't revamping, when you don't do what you're supposed to do from time to time, it will tangle. It doesn't matter if it's human hair or blended. There are some people that, because they just feel that wig or that hair texture is soft, is human hair, or the hair is soft generally, they just feel that there's nothing, they don't have to do anything. All they just want is just use their hands and just do it, or just I call it surface brushing or surface combing. They just brush it, the surface. They don't even turn it and take their time to brush it, so it will make it tangle. So you to yourself, you might be the cause. So before you start blaming that hair vendor, oh, I don't think this hair is an original hair, I don't think this hair is this, I don't think this hair is that. If you don't maintain, if you don't pay attention to that wig, it will tangle. Or you just wear it anytime, you just wear it. Once you come back, you just leave it. The next morning or the next day again, or whenever you remember that you want to wear the wig, you just wear it and go. No, that's the road to tangling. You are opening that door for that wig to tangle. So that also is another cause as well. Once again of wig tangling is improper storage. Yes, some people might say, why? If you don't store your wigs properly, they will tangle. Yes, because let me say, for example, by the time you fold your wig or your wigs, like you turn it off and you fold it, or you just keep it anyhow you like, or just dump it anywhere you like, it will begin to tangle. Before you know it will be rough. And if that hair is not even a good hair, you are just trying to give the wig that room or that opportunity to tangle. So if you don't store your wigs properly, or you just keep them anyhow you like, they will begin to tangle. So improper storage too contributes or makes or causes your wigs to tangle as well. So the next on the list is poor quality hair. Yes, this also is another major, in fact, reasons why your wig tangle. Like if you want to know any wig or any hair that is not original, is, you know, first of all thing, one of the things you first of all notice is, you know, the tangle, that when it's, if it's tangling. Yes, like if a new hair now, like I see a new hair, a new bundle, what I will do is just, you know, run my finger through it, and if I just notice any form of, you know, giving me that break in transmission, or I'm seeing some kind of funny bumps, you know, it's not going freely, comb is, then I will begin to notice that it's like this, there's tendency or there's traces that this hair or this wig will tangle. So poor quality as well is one of the things that causes your wig to tangle. So that is when you even want, you will know if that hair is not original or not. So something like synthetic hair, blend hair, if you really want to know the original from, you know, fake hair from original hair from fake hair, or fake hair from original hair, you will know with from tangling. So if that hair is a bad quality, even there are human hairs too that are not of good quality that tangles as well. That is one of the signs that you will look out for as well. Also synthetic hairs to tangle, and that is one of the reasons why they say, oh, it's synthetic hair or blend hair. Although there are some good ones too that don't tangle, like I'm talking about blend hair or synthetic hair. That's when you will know that, oh, this blend hair is a very good hair, or this synthetic hair is original, or is a good or good quality synthetic or blend hair. So poor quality hair also is another major reason or main reason why your wig or your hair tangle. Another point again, or another reason why your wig tangle is excessive heat. Yes, excessive heat in the place. I'm talking about human hair. When you use heat, like you are always straightening your hair, your human hair, you are always straightening your human hair, or you are always coiling it, like always applying it, like what else most of the time is just maybe either straightening or coiling. That is, I'm talking about for straight and maybe like bouncy coil or body wave. If you're always applying it, there is tendency that it will start making that hair to you know, to tangle. So even if it's human hair or a good hair, so like they say, too much of everything is bad. So too much of heat on your hair will give you that tendency, even though okay fine, you might be applying heat protectant, which I don't really believe in. The only thing is that it can cause that, like that too much heat every time you are always straightening your hair, every time you are always coiling it with heat iron. There is tendency that it will make it, or excessive heat when the straightener or the coiler is too hot. Talking from experience, you know, I will start, you know, noticing that hair getting, you know, the quality of that hair or the texture will start, you know, looking funny or start tangling sort of. Then I will now know that it's like this coiler or this straightener is too hot, then I'll try to reduce this or something. So if you use heat excessively all the time, there is tendency that it will make your wig or make your hair to tangle. So these are some of the causes that I know. You can also share in the comment section anyone that you feel that causes a wig tangling as well that I did not talk about. So now we have talked about the causes. Let's talk about the solution, because in everything there is always a solution. So let's talk about the solution on how to prevent, or if you find your wigs or your hair tangling, these are the things that you need to do to prevent it, or these are the things that you need to do to stop stop them, or stop your wigs or your hair from tangling. So the first on my list is store your wigs properly. Yes, there is one method I use. Maybe I will try and maybe insert a video on it, especially for my straight hair. Make sure that after, you know, brushing your wig or brushing, make sure you mat it, especially for straight hair. Make sure you mat it. If at all you want to even fold it, make sure you mat it. That will prevent it from tangling. I have done that for years, especially for long straight hairs. It works very, very well. When you just, you know, mat it, then turn it upside down, store it in a safe place, get a oil. Another thing again you can do is also get a wig bag as well, I've talked about, or I've talked about wig bag here before on my channel. You can check through to see, which I will leave pictures for you to see. Just store it in that wig bag. It helps a lot to prevent your wig from tangling. It goes a long way in preventing your wigs from tangling. Then also, you can also get hair hangers as well. That also is another very, very good way to prevent your wigs from tangling, but on one condition, that even if you just have to, don't that you just pull it off and just hang it. No, just make sure you brush it. Even if, I know sometimes when we come back from whatever place we went to, we are tired and we don't have the strength to do that. Maybe after some hours you can just brush it. Make sure you brush it and hang it on your wig stand or hanger. It helps a lot in preventing your wigs from tangling. That is why storage also matters as well. The next on my list is make sure you use gentle products. Yes, like I always say, always make sure you use sulfate free products like shampoos, especially good deep conditioner, good leave-in conditioner, good serums, lightweight serums, which I always specify in this channel, and also good leave-in conditioners as well, lightweight leave-in conditioner. All this too, when you apply it on your wigs, it gives that wig that moisture. It prevents it from getting dry, and it also prevents it from tangling as well. So that also is that also is on another tip too, or solution that will prevent your wigs or your hair from tangling. So the next on my list is also detangle regularly, detangle from time to time. Like if you want to wash your wig, what you will first of all do is make sure you detangle it first with a white tooth comb. That is why white tooth combs, especially for coily hair, is very important. Make sure you have a white tooth comb. It does a lot of good. It does a lot of, it prevents your wigs from tangling. It helps it, when you are brushing it, when you are combing it with that white tooth comb, especially if it's for coily hairs. White tooth combs is very important. Like it makes detangling easy for you. It makes it easy. So always make sure you detangle your wigs, your coily especially, then also your straight hair as well. After, well, like I said in the first point, that anytime you are back from work or business or wherever you are coming from, just make sure you brush your hair. Don't just remove it and keep it, because that is one of the things that makes your hair to tangle. It doesn't matter if it's human hair or blend hair. Just make sure you detangle it. Make sure you comb it before you store it. Yes, so detangle from time to time. Then during revamping process as well, make sure you detangle first with white tooth comb, then brush before you start doing whatever you want to do. So detangling helps a lot as well. Regularly helps a lot from preventing your wigs from tangling. Then the next on my list is always make sure your wigs are moisturized. Yes, like in the first part where I said that dryness causes wig tangling. So the solution is make sure your wigs are always moisturized. Don't leave your wig dry. I'm not saying you should be applying product every time, every now and then, especially for all this blend hair and synthetic hair. They have the tendency to be dry. There are some times that when you apply product, it will still look dry because of the nature or because of their texture. It's not original human hair compared to human hair that is more silky. So just make sure that you moisturize, like your especially your coily hair. Always make sure it is moisturized. Like anytime either you apply water mixed with leave-in conditioner. You don't have to apply leave-in conditioner all the time directly. With water and a little bit of leave-in conditioner, just spray it, and to give you that, especially when you don't want the dry look, to give you that moisture. Then for straight as well, from time to time, make sure you apply serums as well. It prevents it, moisturizes it, and it doesn't only prevent it from it moisturizes your straight hair. So serums are very important. And there's another method I do as well. Whenever for my straight hair, before I apply serum, I will just spray a little bit, spray water on that straight hair. Just make it damp, don't let it wet, just spray it a little before you're applying serum. It helps too in making your straight hair moisturized. So just make sure your hair is always moisturized. Don't leave it like till almost months. There are some people Wigs, in as much as it's not all the time that you need to apply product, but you moisturize your wigs. But some people will just leave their wig for months, or because they feel it's human hair, they will leave it like till forever before they will apply product. It's until when that wig is crying for help, like please moisturize me, that is when they will know they will moisturize it. So it's very, very important, because if you don't do that, you know that wig is on, you are leading that wig to tangling. So please make sure your wigs are always moisturized. It helps in preventing it from tangling. Another tip again that will prevent or helps in maintaining or helps in preventing your wigs from tangling is rotate your wigs. Well, I know this point some people might feel somehow, but please don't feel that way. Rotating your wigs is that don't wear only one wig all the time. I know things are hard. It's not everybody that can afford to buy or to have different collection of wigs, but that's why sometimes I say, if it's blended, if it's synthetic, just mix it. It doesn't even matter. Just make sure you just have 1 or 2 wigs, even if they are not expensive, so you will not face only one. Even if it's woman hair safe and it's only that human hair that you're always wearing, before you know it, to start tangling. So just rotate. Don't just face only one wig. Although there are some people, it's not that they don't have other wigs, so but they just have one particular one that is their favorite, or maybe they like it, looks good on them and all of that. But please don't just face only that wig. Try others, rotate it, so that at least it will you will not, it will look new. You know, sometimes when you don't wear it, by the time you want to wear it, it will look new and it will not be overused, so to say. So just try and rotate your wigs from time to time. It doesn't matter, even if it's 3 weeks, even if it's 2, but at least maybe you wear this one for this week, next week you wear the other one, like that. Just make sure you rotate it, because it helps in preventing your wigs from tangling. So the next on my list is revamp your wigs from time to time. Yes, I will not stop talking about it. This point is very, very important, because if you revamp your wigs from time to time, I'm not saying every week or every day, but at least even if it's maybe after every 8 or 10 years of that wig, or maybe once in 2 months, especially when you are always wearing that wig regularly, just try and revamp it. It helps a lot. Just try and revamp that wig from time to time. It helps a lot, because like I said in the courses, product build up and all of that makes your wigs tangle. So by the time you revamp, you take all those build up, and you also use deep conditioners as well. It moisturizes, it prevents, like it frees that wig, makes it free, and take off some of those excess product or build up, that your wigs has already accumulated. So revamping is very, very important as well. So the last on the list is invest in good and quality hairs. Yes, I know people will say, I cannot afford this, that. Yes, like I always say, it's better you invest in a good quality hair, one good quality hair, than just buying different all because you feel that they are cheap. Yeah, I'm not saying you should not maybe get blend hair from time to time. I will blend hair but just like the best thing, the honest truth or the bitter truth is that you cannot still compare the quality of a build woman hair to a blend hair. Yes, so it's worth it when you invest on good hair. Like there are some people like, I would rather buy a 16 inches good human hair than going to spend money on a 30 inches or 20 something inches or even 24 inches blend hair that I would know that it will not even last me for years. Yes, then if at all too you want to buy blend hair, make sure you get good ones, make sure you get quality ones. Just invest in good quality hair, because I'm not saying this for some people to feel bad, like, oh, what if I cannot afford a good human hair? Fine, just try and get blend hairs that are of good quality. Take your time, buy the ones that at least they will still last you, but you cannot change the fact that you will not see compare the quality of a blended to a human hair. You can only use blended for a year or so, but if you really want that particular hair that will last you for years, trust me, you cannot take that from human hair. So if you can afford it or you can work towards it, even if for you to save, for you to get a good quality hair, please try and do that, because it's very very good and it's worth it. Yes, you will not regret it, because it's, you know, it's one of the major things that you will enjoy. If from the one of the major things you will enjoy if you invest on a good hair. Tangling, yes, that's one thing that human hair, you do not tangle except maybe it's lack of maintenance, which you will know that you are the one that caused it. Although there are some bad quality human hair that, you know, tangles, that's when you know that one is not a good quality one. But just try as much as possible to invest on a quality hair. So these are some of the causes and also tips of these are some of the causes and also tips on how to prevent your wigs from tangling. I hope you find this video helpful as well and informative as well. So if there's any question you'd like to ask relating to this video, feel free to ask in the comment section. And if there's any contributions you'd like to make that maybe you feel like not talking about and you know that people who came from it, like I always say, I don't know it all in this channel, feel free to drop your contribution as well. Your contribution are always welcome. But before you click off from this video and you have watched this point and you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button to join the family and also click on the notification bell to get notified anytime I post a new video. Share this video, someone might find it helpful and informative as well. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye for now.